Hey friend, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you why you should ditch your New Year's resolutions and instead have a better plan that is shorter term, that you can keep iterating on it, learn from it, and even if you make mistakes, you'll make them in shorter periods of time so you can fix them instead of waiting another year to have other resolutions that you're most likely going to miss. So why do New Year's resolutions fail? It's because the time frame is quite long. 12 months is a long time for you to wait and get the energy and motivation to start working on something. So what usually happens is that people have these resolutions that they write at the end of December, and January they're super motivated, but they usually drop most things that they planned on February. Usually that motivation just bursts. It's because you go from doing not much to doing extremely high demanding things, and going from that low to that high quickly is usually draining, because you should go about things step by step. So the way to go about it is, instead of thinking about 12 months time frames, think of 12 weeks. 3 months is more achievable if you have goals than 12 months. And then obviously within 3 months, if everything go well, you keep going. If not, you can quickly reassess, reflect, see what worked, see what didn't work, and how you can optimize. And within 3 months, you have enough time, enough motivation, and it's also easier to see results in a shorter period of time. So why is 12-week goals more effective than 12 months? 12 weeks, as we said, is easily measurable. So you can have your goals within 12 weeks. Let's say you want to start a business and you say, okay, within the 12 first weeks, I want to find an idea, I want to create an MVP, and we'll start talking about it on Twitter or on LinkedIn. And this all can fit within 12 weeks. Otherwise, what you would do is you will set the same goals within 1 year, and you will start setting some very weird expectations for yourself, saying that I want to reach 100K ARR per year, and you haven't even found an idea. But when you think about 12 weeks, it forces you to think logically and something where you can gain quick wins. And then the more you have those wins, the more you compound. First quarter can be average, second quarter can be better, third can be even better, and the fourth even more better. And then you'll have 4 quarters where you dedicated lots of focus while iterating, learning, experimenting, failing sometimes, but still applying new things. And you'll see that the sum of all your efforts, if split by 12 weeks, will be much higher if you just put lots of goals within 1 year that you may be unlikely to achieve. So how you can implement it, how I do usually, is I journal. I sit and I draw my goals that I want to improve in. So maybe physique, maybe in terms of health, maybe in terms of business, maybe in my work, maybe some specific things I want to improve, like my brand, my YouTube channel. So I've put all these goals. I set them as big categories. Then I take each category and I go into subcategories. Let's say, for example, YouTube, I would say, okay, I wanna put 2 videos a week. I used to put only 1 a week, so that's already a goal. I wanna get into maybe 2,500 followers or 5,000 followers, whatever your numbers. And here, the number is not as important as the action that you take. If you notice, I said that I wanna put 2 videos a week and 2 quality videos a week. Those might lead to getting those numbers that I want. So think of actions, things that you can implement instead of wishes. If you start a business, think of, okay, how can you build an MVP? How can you go and validate an idea? How can you go and find a co-founder, maybe that is technical, or someone that can complement your work? Instead of thinking, I want to make 10K a month or 10K a year, whatever, because these are just numbers, these are not actions. So instead of having goals as numbers or metrics, tie them to actions and say, I will put 1 piece of content on LinkedIn every day and engage for 60 minutes, and therefore hopefully I will get 1,000 followers by the end of the month. This is linking actions into results and metrics instead of just wishing. Then when I have my categories and my subcategories, what I do is that I go into Google Calendar or Notion Calendar or whatever calendar that you use, and I start to put things into my calendar. I have a full-time job, so I work from 8 to 4 p.m. What I do is, in the morning, I will do some LinkedIn. After, in the afternoon, I work on personal projects. I have the gym, I have tennis. I start putting everything that I had, all those subcategories, so that my routine helps me achieve the goals that I want. And that's how you do it. You start with a broader perspective, Then you slowly bring it up into subcategories which are easier to maintain and easier to take action on, and you just put them in your calendar and try to take daily consistent action. And you'll see within the days, within the weeks, within 12 weeks, you'll see the progress that you're making. And it's good if you can monitor at the end of the week. For example, on Sunday, you can sit and reflect and see what you did well, what you didn't do well. Maybe you were a bit too distracted in a few things. Maybe the output in others wasn't good. Maybe you lack a skill that you need to develop in order to get something. And these weekly reflections will help each week count. And you'll see that if you do it in 12 weeks, then the results will be outstanding. And if you keep doing it throughout the year within 52 weeks, then you see that it's even better. So my advice, don't set goals for too much of a long term. Unless you are already an established business and you make I don't know how much and you've been working for 10 years and you're planning 2, 5, 10 years ahead. But if you're just a solopreneur or just a professional and you want to do things on the side, think a little bit shorter term. Weeks, a few quarters, but don't go into yearly thinking because that's wishful thinking and not action-based thinking. If you're one of those people that struggle to make time while having a full-time job, I made a video specifically explaining how I try to make everything in place in my calendar and in my routine so that I can work and still achieve my personal and professional goals. You can watch it here.